beloved brethren, when you are 20 in number, and the Lord will pick one out of the 20, immediately one person will be picked out of the 20. It means that there is something that person is going to do, which is not going to be the same as what you are going to do. So the person has been picked for assignment. So anybody who must be covered, I am bringing this to a different level. Anybody who must be covered in this season, anybody who must rise to the next level of life with untouchable traces, whereby people try to touch you and there is no trace. People cannot trace you. You have to be a man or you have to be a woman who is anointed. Because immediately you are anointed, number one, your position changes. When you are anointed, your position changes. Because when you are like 20, as I said, and immediately you are anointed, I said to be anointed means that something has been wrought on you. Something has been wrought on you. And what has been wrought on you physically is known to be oil. So in the olden days, when David was about to be anointed, something happened. The Bible says immediately Samuel saw David, he began to anoint him. And now he started to pour the oil upon his head. And when he started to pour the oil on his head, the Bible says immediately the Spirit of God came upon David. Yes, the Spirit of God can come upon a man, but physically, what introduces a man for the Spirit of God, what becomes a symbol, because the Spirit of God comes upon people who have been marked. So one of the reasons why a man is supposed to be anointed physically, that one of the reasons why a man is supposed to be poured, an oil is supposed to be poured upon a man and anoint him, is that the moment the oil is poured on the person's head, a mark has been given to the person as someone who can carry the presence of God. So immediately the oil is poured on you, the Spirit of God now sees you as a consecrated being. And one of the things that happens is that immediately the anointing touches your head, you are taken out from where you used to be. Maybe you were a thief. Prophet, maybe you were a thief, man of God. And then immediately the Lord anoints you. The prophet sees you and tells you that you have been anointed as a great man for your nation. You have been anointed as a great woman for your family. Immediately the anointing oil is poured on your head. Number one, your position in life changes. Because the anointing comes upon a man to change the position of the man first. Because you cannot be in the same place and still function the same, and still function in a different way. You see, what you know is what you always do. Whatever you are studying is what will always be in your mind and in your spirit. If you want to do new things, begin to read new things. Begin to study new things. So now I am a thief. And I am here. I'm a thief. I'm there. All I know in the spiritual world, all people know is that I am a thief. Everybody knows that I have the spirit. I have the spirit to steal, to do a whole lot of things. And everybody is seeing that there is a spirit behind it. The spirit the spirit that causes people to steal. The spirit to steal is living in the person. Immediately Jesus sees that person. After the word is preached, the person is anointed with oil. That from today you are a child of God. From today you are untouchable. That very moment, the position of the person has changed. I don't know if you are getting this. The position of the person will change. Saul, then, today, Saul, we know him to be Paul. But he was somebody who was persecuting the church. And one day he saw Jesus as a light. And immediately he saw Jesus. He went under and studied in the house of the man of God, Ananias. He went there and studied for days. And after that, Saul came out as a man who has been endowed and who has been anointed. You see, God cannot anoint you and leave because your position must change. I am talking about a position in character, a position in attitude, a position that we know to be the character of the person. When God anoints you, your position, what people knew you to be, what people knew that this was your attitude, this was your character, this was what you were doing, this is what we know you to do. You are always doing this, you are always stealing, you are always humanizing, you are always doing a whole lot of things. All these things will be taken away. You'll be taken out of this character. That is why in my country here in Ghana, when a man of God, in my country here in Ghana, when a man of God, when a stubborn person, when a boy who doesn't know God, immediately he repents and picks the Bible and he begins to preach, people will now start calling him pastor. People will now start calling him pastor. Why? His position in life has changed. So when you are anointed, your position changes. You are no more the weak person. You are no more the negative person. You are no more the same person. Your attitude, your position has changed. So the Bible says that he was anointed. Immediately the anointing came upon him. And I am telling you something, that if you can be protected in every season of life, what you need is oil. Because God will never leave a man who is anointed, not even in his weakness. A man who is anointed by the Lord, a man who has carried the anointing of the Lord, a man who has carried oil. Yes, when you talk about Eli and the two sons, Eli and the sons, what they were doing, what the sons were doing there, and all that. You see, God had patience with these people. The Lord was always rebuking them. The Lord was always speaking to them. And that is why they couldn't succeed the father. That is why they couldn't succeed the father and become who their father was. But God took Samuel outside the two boys. You see, in this time you need oil. This time what we need in this generation, we need oil. You see, this is the time, this is the season, this is the moment that you need to, you see, this lockdown is also, it's a Christian. You have never been in the house, you have never locked yourself for one week to pray. But you see, you have been locked for 2 weeks. Some people have been locked for 21 days. Some people have been locked for 1 month. And all this moment is a moment where you can stand, you can be with your family, you can stand with your people, and together you can work on your belief, you can work on your faith, you can work on how you can follow Jesus and how you can be a child of God well and in good faith. The only way you cannot die premature is when oil is on your head. When you don't have oil, anything can touch you. When you don't have oil, even an ant can hit you. When oil comes upon your life, your life is full of God. Your life is full of the presence of God. Your life is full of the power of God. Your life is full of the favor of God. Your life is full of the talents of God. Because one of the things the Holy Ghost comes with is that when the Holy Ghost enters your life, the Holy Ghost comes with his giftings. Yes, Lord. There are spiritual giftings. When you go to 1 Corinthians, it talks about all these things. There are giftings. The Holy Ghost can never enter into your body without a gift, without the deposit of a gift. When the Spirit of God comes upon a man, one of the things that he does is that immediately the anointing is done. Immediately the anointment is done, and the Holy Ghost enters. The Holy Ghost will bring giftings. So now, the question I want to put to you, what I want to tell you is that God will never allow whatever he has put into you. God will never leave a man. He took his time and prepared you. I tell people that you might be a man of God, you are watching us. You might be a prophet, you are watching us. You might be a bishop, you are watching us. You might be a child of God, you are watching us. But what I want you to understand is that God has taken time in preparing you. You are being prepared. You are being processed. You are being processed in life. You see, if you're a child of God and things are not working for you, you are processed. You are in the middle of the procedure. God is that are happening. And if you are a man of God and you want to do things right, if you are a man of God and you want to preach the God-fearing message, if you are a man of God and if you want to do Holy Ghost things, things that are holy before God, you don't want to find your way like some of the other ministers, fake pastors and fake people. You don't want to fake. If you don't want to fake in life, you want to go through the genuine route. If you don't want to fake in life, if you don't want to fake money, if you don't want to fake prophetic, if you don't want to fake the ministry, if you don't want to fake marriage, if you don't want to fake anything you do, if you don't want to fake business, then it will go through the hard way, and it will go through procedures. You go through procedure. Sir, God is preparing you, and the Lord is preparing me. We are still in the incubator. We are still not mature. He is still preparing us. He is still keeping us. But what will keep us here on this earth is when the anointing of God comes upon us.
Thank you, sir.
God is preparing me. God is preparing you. But you need the anointing to stay alive. You need the anointing to cover you. So he said, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. Why? Because a prophet always carries the voice of God. A prophet is always carrying the words of God. Who is a prophet? A prophet is the one who speaks the words of the Lord. A prophet is the one who stands in the gap between God and between man. When the children speak, then he goes before God with what he has spoken. And when the Lord speaks, then he also goes before the people. He always tells the people and tell them that that says the Lord, do this, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. So when you see a prophet going, one of the reasons why you can't touch that prophet is because there is a word in him from the Lord that he must deliver until he has finished, until he has communicated what the Lord has given him. You can never kill him. That is why many people have tried prophets, many people have tried men of God, but the people are still living. Why? Because they still carry the words of God.
This is deep.
I don't know where you are watching me from.
Thank you, sir.
You can let us know where you are watching us from, and then you can send us a message. So now, what I am trying to say now, what I'm trying to tell you is that the only way man can be saved and man can be covered, apart from accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and your personal Savior, apart from believing in Him, apart from understanding Him, apart from accepting that He died on the cross for you, apart from doing that, sir, the only way is that you have to be marked. Anointed. You have to be marked. A symbol must be on your head, and that should be the symbol of the Holy Ghost. When we see this person, people must see, people must know, people must understand that this one is anointed. It doesn't matter what he does, that person carries something in him. Like I told you, God will never leave you in the hands of your enemy. You see, this coronavirus, this pandemic in the system, this thing that is happening in the system now, the reason why I said many people will die out of it and many will live and become stronger out of the same sickness. Why? Because there are people who are not born to die by this virus. There are men who cannot die. How can God? I don't understand. How can God need a highly anointed vessel of Him that He has prepared for 20 years? That He has prepared for 30 years, that He has prepared for 15 years, that He has prepared for 40 years. It doesn't matter what He does. It doesn't matter the mistakes. It doesn't matter what happens to him. Once the person stays in the presence of God, even though, like Zechariah, even though his mouth is shut, he cannot speak the good tidings of God. He cannot speak the wisdom of God. He is always there in the presence of God. You see, there are people who are weak and they are at the feet of the cross, asking for mercy, asking for strength. God will never throw these people away because God has loaded them with so many giftings. God has given them so many giftings. God has given them so many wisdom, and He has given them so many things that He cannot leave it in the hands of this virus. So the virus will never be able to delete the church out of the system. Yes, it is true, we are coming close time. Yes, it is true. We are in the end time. Yes, everything is pointing us to the direction that the end is near. But I also want you to understand that what is happening to us now is that God is doing a renovation. There is a spirit of renovation in time. There is a spirit of renovation in the system. You just have to adapt to it and understand that God has given me a second chance. A man who is anointed can never be touched. A man who is anointed can never be killed. A man who is anointed, any man anointed that is killed is a man that is a person that God allowed to be killed. God has his own reason. He said, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Do my prophets no harm. And I want to interpret, do my prophet no harm, not the prophet who sees and prophesies, not the prophet who stands in the church and says, that says the Lord, but everybody who has the word of the Lord in him is a prophet. The Bible says in Psalm 82 that don't you know that ye are gods? So everybody here is a God. Everybody has the word of the Lord in him. You are born to be a prophet in your own way. Yes, there are prophets who speaks the voice of God. There are prophets who speaks the revelational knowledge of the Lord. There are prophets who speaks the wisdom of God. But there are also prophets who are mere church members, but they have the word of God in them. So if you want to stay connected and stay protected, you need oil on your head. You need oil on your head. What you need is oil. So as you are there, you have to cry to God. After the Lord forgiving you your sins, after God showing you mercy, Lord, I need fresh oil. I need fresh oil to stand as a believer. I need fresh oil to stand for you as a man of God. Last time I told people, I was just there, and it came to my mind that this particular pandemic has come to revive men of God and to revive pastors. There are men of God who have no time for God. There are men of God that the whole of last year they couldn't even fast and pray. The whole of last year they couldn't even wait upon God. They couldn't secure a place in the presence of God. There are many men of God who have lost their seat in the presence of God, in the courtroom of God. In the olden days, when God wanted to make decisions on behalf of men, he brings a prophet. Go and ask Moses. Let's ask Moses. Let's ask Abraham. Abraham and Lot. When God wanted to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he had to negotiate with Abraham and say, Abraham, I want to. God needed the mind. He needed the attention. He needed the mind of Abraham, because a man or a prophet or a believer or a child of God can become a Christian to a level whereby that person has a place in the presence of God when God is making decisions. So God will never invade your city without consulting you, because you are standing as an anointed vessel of God for the nation. Wherever you are, I pray that the anointing of God will come upon your life. So we are praying that the anointing of God will come. This end time, we need more oil. This end time, we need more oil. Because many people's faith is failing them. Many people are failing in destiny. Many are failing in life. Many are failing in whatever they are doing. But we believe and we understand and we know that those that are anointed by the Lord, my God, those that are anointed by the Lord, those that has the anointing upon them. You see, when you have the anointing, you have the courage of God. When God anoints you, you can be a fearful person. You can be a timid person. You can be somebody who doesn't want to put himself into things. There are men of God who were very timid. There are men of God who were very slow in doing things. There are men of God who lacked courage. But immediately they were anointed with oil. Immediately Jesus showed himself to them and said to them, I've anointed you and I've sent you into the world. Go and preach. Heal the sick. Immediately. Nobody comes into the presence of God. Nobody comes into the presence of God as a perfect man. Anybody who comes into the presence of God, most of the people who come are not perfect. Everybody goes there with weakness. Moses went before God with a weakness. And what was the weakness of Moses? The weakness of Moses was number one, anger. Number two, his weakness was stammering, the spirit of stammering. Moses was a stammerer. And so, how can a stammerer speak for God? It's impossible. That was his weakness. So when God was speaking to Moses, Moses was also, when God was seeing the abilities in Moses, he was also talking about his weakness. I can't speak. The same thing happened to Jeremiah. Jeremiah said, Lord, I am young. Lord, I am a kid. Lord, I am a baby. I will never be able to speak. One, he lacked courage. He was lacking courage. Anybody who is a stammerer, when the person is sent in front of the people, when a person is sent into the crowd, when a person is sent with a message, one of the things you will understand is that the person lacks courage. The fact that the person has been deformed because he cannot speak well as normal people or as natural people speak. He believes that people will laugh at him. So that particular thing will cause the boy or the girl to lose courage. So if you know, people who stammers, they usually talk. They normally don't talk. They normally don't talk in public. I don't know if in your classrooms when you were schooling and they don't talk because they believe that when they talk, people, so that particular weakness kills the courage in them. That is why every weakness in a man kills the courage in a man. That is why if you're a man of God and you have a weakness and you don't deal with that weakness, it kills your courage to stand on the pulpit. It kills your courage to pray for the sick. It kills your courage to preach. It kills your courage to repent somebody who is a sinner. It kills your courage to do crusade and to do other things. Why? Because there is a weakness in you. And the only thing that can save us is that when we are anointed with oil. I don't know who I'm talking to. Sir, we believe that this end time we need oil. We need oil. To stay on fire, oil must be there. To stay active, oil must be there. To stay as a favorable person, oil must be there. You see, many people are crying. Everybody is crying. By the time this particular sickness virus is over, our economy will be down. But I also believe that God has his own way of overturning things. God has his own way of taking things around and moving things around. This is a generation where men will be anointed with fire, where men will be anointed with liquid fires in the realms of the spirit, that they can melt anything they see. They can melt ions, they can melt woods, they can melt buildings, they can melt demons and everything. And I believe that this is the moment and this is the season. That is why you need oil. That is why you need oil. Many people will lose their oil in this time. Many people, because courage kills oil. If you lack courage, discouragement, it will kill oil. A man who is always discouraged, a man who is always discouraged, you are listening to me, you are watching me live, maybe you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes before you go to church, sometimes your spirit might be down. You are discouraged about something. You don't even feel like praying. You don't feel like preaching. When you are discouraged, when there is fear in you, it brings discouragement. And when you are discouraged in life, any anointing putting upon your life will also fail. It will fail. So you need oil. I say, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. Touch not my anointing. Who is the anointed or the anointed of God? You need to be anointed because it is the only way you cannot be touched. The only way this virus will not touch you is to be anointed. The only way this virus will not touch you is to be anointed. You have to be so much anointed. There should be heavy anointing upon your life. Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen.
So, as we are here, First Samuel, the Bible says David. The Bible says David was anointed. Now, this is not my point. This is not my message. This is just a fraction of what was happening. Now, the Bible says he was anointed when he was in the desert, when he was in the bush. David was in the bush. in front of his brothers, the Lord sent for David and anointed him. And when he was anointed, the Spirit of God came upon him. And that was the beginning of the boy's ministry. That was the beginning. You see, that very time, all the days that the boy was in the desert, those days were rough seasons.